the time you were a little child watching fairy tale cartoons to the time you were a teenager reading about love in books or witnessing romance in movies or on TV, everything you encounter teaches you that love is supposed to be ideal and thrilling. None make mention of the fact that there is suffering involved or that you would have to experience discomfort in addition to the feeling. Love is thought to be the greatest victors against all evil in the world. Sadly, it can use its strength to bring even the strongest person to their knees. Today we will see how the deepest hurt will come from someone you love. Before we move any further, subscribe to our channel, we really appreciate it. Let's begin. While love is responsible for some of the happiest times of our lives, it also has the power to quickly convert such moments into terrible ones. So why is love so painful? It isn't always the only offender. Usually, it gets a little assistance in the form of an entourage-like effect. When spouses are just incompatible, it will synergistically combine with factors like insecurities and worries to result in misery, hurt, and despair. That does not imply that you won't ever feel agony again. Simply said, it means you must encourage and cajole true love to last. It's almost like going through growing pains when you experience passionate relationships. The incorrect relationships inevitably lead to heartbreak, but they also teach you life truths about yourself that you might not want to hear. Nevertheless, you'll discover areas that require personal improvement, develop insight into what you need and want in a partner, and receive advice on how to handle disagreements or challenging times in the future. Love hurts, but not in the way you felt it. It hurts because it has to stop and you have to move on. Love usually hurts when things aren't ideal. Love often combines with disappointment, rage, or your ego gets damaged at the idea that you can't make it work when you love someone and the two of you experience difficulties, difficult times, or the relationship is not necessarily a good fit. You experience anxiety because of each of these. Additionally, sadness is brought on by loss, especially when it involves someone you've grown to love, regardless of how tough the circumstances or the relationship were. Each person must go through specific steps in order to recover from the event. It is frightening to give up something that has grown comfortable and familiar in favor of something new because you don't know what to expect or even whether there is something else. Pain can be made worse by fear. There is a social and physical overlap because the brain uses similar circuitry to process emotional pain as it does physical pain. The main reason why love hurts is because individuals frequently have unrealistic expectations of it. It frequently falls short of that lofty standard. There may be future-related fear when you love someone so strongly that it hurts. Many people are concerned about how their relationship will develop or whether their partner's affections might start to wane. It might hurt to feel such uncertainty. Does love have to be painful? Because of brain chemicals that are similar to those released during exercise, physical discomfort is linked to feelings of love. When you're having a great time with your spouse, they are released. The body goes through what feels like withdrawal after the date is over and your partner leaves for home before eventually craving that interaction once more. It might feel painful. Love often hurts since we have no control over the situation. You cannot guarantee that the other person will experience the same emotions at the same rate or with the same strong as you. Being unable to push your partner might throw you into a tailspin that is both frightening and painful. Loss is one of the causes of the pain that comes with love. Partners feel accountable for the loss that causes the severe hurt if the relationship doesn't work out and the partner leaves your life. Often, dealing with death is more difficult. Love, which some people will drop everything to be with their partners, can be likened to an addiction in that they are willing to do anything for them. Addictions are painful. They experience true bodily discomfort at the thought of becoming invisible. But that almost seems extreme. When a partner decides they do not want to continue a relationship after fantasizing and dreaming about what might happen, your aspirations, plans, and goals, which probably included this person, are crushed, leaving you feeling empty, alone, and hurt from love. One of the main factors for why love hurts after a breakup is because nobody likes to be rejected. That is painful in and of itself and may affect how future relationships turn out. When you love someone so deeply that it aches, it's common to miss things you might be doing to alienate them. Typically, these errors aren't noticed until the breakup, at which point the lessons in life are discovered. Being in love with the wrong person hurts, since these unsuitable partners are meant to be learning experiences or opportunities that help you develop into a mature individual capable of managing a committed relationship. Every notch of power and maturity adds to that misery, even the fifth grader who gave you your first kiss before punching you in the arm. Even while there are pains in love, they teach you to be cautious as you move from one partnership to another, not just in romantic partnerships but in all interactions. That isn't always a terrible thing. Because not everyone will have the greatest of intentions, it is wise to err on the side of caution. It's not always meant to be in relationships. Sometimes the person you're dating isn't right for you, which makes you feel insecure and unworthy. It's in your best advantage to allow the pain and move away so that you can see your true worth and gain more confidence. You are unsure of your ability to bear the flaws and imperfections you notice after the infatuation fades, and you are faced with the reality of who this person is. At the same time, you anticipate being welcomed just as you are. You will have to face the unpleasant truth, which can either lead to conflict or to growth. If you are wondering why love hurts so much, it may be because you are unsure of whether your partner is the right one for you or if you are making a mistake in this relationship. It's possible that the ideal spouse is still out there and you're missing out. Doubt can affect you and your significant other, who will probably sense it. There are times when we do not make room in our lives for love to be present in our lives. This may be really distressing, particularly if there is a person who wants to bring love into our lives, but we are unable to offer of ourselves because we are too preoccupied and stressed out by the circumstances of our lives. Why does love hurt? Because we close ourselves off to it. You are going to feel the anguish that you caused your spouse when they look at you and ask, why does love hurt? There are times when intent is not present. It is common for people to hurt one another without intending to do so. However, the pain is the same whether you are the one doing the hurting or the one receiving it. Depending on how you feel about yourself, the person doing the hurting may feel much worse. When we take the blinders off and discover that our spouse is not capable of becoming the hero that we see in our fantasies, the agony of reality can often be too much to endure, but we have no choice but to face it when we take the blinders off. It is unrealistic to expect perfection from a spouse in any relationship. When dating, however, this is something that can occur, and it can lead to disappointment when people's pretenses are revealed. Time seems to be of the essence now. Thank you for sticking with us. Leave a comment and let us know what you liked the most. Have a wonderful day ahead.